Alright, so right at open we have INDO here. I had drawn all these lines on it and everything, but my charts glitched out and it sucks. My charts glitched out and that was kind of a wrap. And it's kind of annoying or frustrating because I was watching this one for a little bit, just popped up pre-market here. Looks like we're getting halted here. But it sucks, I drew everything out beforehand. The only other one we had on watch was KITT. So KITT. I just hate these charts. These charts suck because you can't draw anything. Hmm. I'm not too sure how I feel about KITT here. You have a huge sell at 60. Okay, so it's in this little range here, this first range. Profit target should be the top of this candle, I think, which was 585. This one's 588. So I guess this little range doesn't matter much. Delete that one. Did hit this range here. Take a small starter on the dip here and get flushed out just like that. Just like yesterday too. So good thing I took a smaller size. Basically what I wanted to do yesterday. I mean, let's see how much, well, let's see if this rectangle stuff I'm talking about is even doing anything. Yesterday it saved, well, it could have saved me from a loss if I actually paid attention to it, but like right now, I guess just not buying the first dip like that. I mean, this, like I said, normally I wouldn't buy something like this. I just figured since yesterday it had dipped in that range and I'd seen a bounce. Plus it was at VWAP here. I was like, probably could do something, but maybe I just didn't draw something right. I didn't have the right support and resistance areas drawn out. Because it did hit this price target up here basically in this range. We did see it go in that range. And then it rejected. But in this range, now it's kind of just chopping around. It's not easy to borrow, so already taking a like a 20-something cent loss there, basically. That was a quick, easy loss. INDO resumes here in about another minute. I'm gonna check on INDO. See what this one has for us. So flat resumption. Built there at 20. Terrible fill. Man, terrible fill. I hit it at 9. Back long here. The break over 9. In at 908. Selling there for another loss. So already back to back losers here. That was such a terrible fill, the first trade there. That was just so late there too. Another extremely late trade. Not working out, selling there. Long here at 80. Looking for the break of the last 1 minute high. Back up to 9 at least. Nope, stopping out, so. So, okay, this whole rectangle thing I'm thinking of. I'm trying something new, but it's clearly not working. Maybe I just don't understand how it works or something. I don't know. I tried buying support here multiple times. We're already down at least 500. I'm assuming somewhere around there. We have to be. So another big loss today. Go back to KITT. Sideways, choppy in this range. Maybe I just don't know how this works. I should probably just go back to what I was already doing because it seemed to be working better than what's working right now. But same time though, like if I'm gonna learn another pattern or something, I have to take my time with it. Getting long here, looking for the break of this previous 1 minute high there, which was this one, 544. Double top there practically. Selling there for a loss. 1 cent winner, break even commission. It's not doing it. Go back to INDO. Huge red candle. I'm just not thinking on these trades. It's not like the other several weeks where I was strategizing. I had a whole pattern I was looking for. I was looking for this, looking for that. Now it's just this rectangle BS. I'm just like, okay, right, this is what I'm thinking now. This is basically what I'm doing. Okay, it's in this range here. I know it's getting pulled back in this range. It's hard finding another range to the down. I can find the ranges on the top side, but the downside, it's so hard to find these little ranges. Like, okay, I could draw one here maybe. Like, is that even one? I can't figure out whether this is a range that it's respecting previously or not. So then I'm kind of just here like, okay, well, if I'm basically saying if it goes in this range, buy, and then if it goes in this range, sell. Like that's pretty much what I'm doing because what I was doing previously was the same thing, with just regular lines though. But instead with the lines, like I had a top and bottom, top and bottom. So for example, I'll have something like right here. I know this is like a common area where it's bouncing off of, or this is like basically the middle ground here. So this is like the shift of momentum place. I can't even change the color of my charts anymore. This is like a shift of momentum area. So I know like if it comes here, I gotta be careful, I gotta sell. And then, oh, if it comes up here, I gotta be careful, I gotta sell. Comes down here, I gotta be careful, gotta buy support or something. So like I have my targets, profit targets and everything like that, or ideas, but apparently with these rectangles you trade in a range here. So anywhere in here I could buy, anywhere in here I could sell type of thing. But I mean it's just not working because I'm not looking for a pattern, I'm not looking for anything specific, I'm literally just trading whatever it does. Like if it's in that range, I'm literally just trading it. So now I'm getting frustrated, like am I just not drawing them right or what's going on? This probably just isn't for me. I don't know. I figured it was about the same thing, but it doesn't seem like it's working. Maybe I'm not doing it right. I don't know. It takes testing and trial and error with it, I guess. But I mean, a bunch of these careless trades up here, like they're not really doing much for me. So today I literally added another 500 to our loss yesterday, practically. KITT, this never hit my scans. I didn't know it ramped up the way it did here. What the hell? So I gotta be careful here. These charts straight up just suck. Dude, like. Alright. Okay, we'll see what KITT can do. INDO just obviously couldn't hold. Took our massive loss in INDO. Now we have a bounce on INDO down here. So is this another area I can look at? If this can close above VWAP, I'll take a long. The anticipation of this high break 79. Decreasing volume. Long there at 44. Looking for the break above into break above 55, but also the break above 62 just in general. I'm buying in this range. It hit the range that I was looking for, and now I'm just waiting for that pop above VWAP here over this last 1 minute high. See if we can break through 50 here. It's dead on volume, so it's probably just a mistake I'm even in this trade at the moment. So it hasn't quite made a lower low yet, so I'm still holding it. Double bottom there practically. Next 5 minutes gonna open here. I would have preferred if this 5 minute finished higher, but it's finishing pretty low. Looks like it's gonna be a short play. It's on there for a loss. So 5 minute wasn't there. Took another loss, 32s. Jesus, man. So KITT resuming here in that range. Broke above that range. 6 is our new support at this point. On the dip there, 16. Add in there, 28. Nah. Stopping out. No follow through at all. So, I mean, I'm done today. This is $703 loss. Today was just literally just trash. The day's fine. Like, honestly, these stocks are not hard to trade, I don't think. Obviously, I'm not having a good time with these stocks. This new strategy or pattern that I'm looking at, maybe I'm just not doing it right. Maybe I need more studying with it. I definitely need to go back and look at what I'm doing because obviously I haven't had a big loss like the past 2 days in a very long time. Usually it's like 200, 300. It was my biggest losses. Today it's just sloppy trades all around. Like everything I'm doing today, I don't even really know what I'm doing. Like I'm literally just trading if it's in this range. Like, and then we have massive flushes like this. We've had this since yesterday. I literally got in this one in the beginning of the day and trading in the range, right? The stupid rectangles that I'm looking at. So like, I don't know. It's just like today and yesterday are just back to back like stupid days, like just stupid losses. Like over trading on INDO in this little range here, buying the dip when I don't even have a clear support. 9 whole dollar, I guess. Adding into my position on KITT here made 0 sense. Let me add into this area. Like, what? So, like, the trades that I'm making today are just 0 IQ. Like, they don't make any sense. Decreasing volume. Why am I taking 500 shares on a decreasing volume stock, which is obviously rejecting? Like, I don't know. I can't even tell you. Just the trades I'm taking today, I'm just basing them off of these rectangles for the most part. I'm so focused on that. I'm not even focused on my P&L really like I am, but at the same time, like I'm just literally taking careless trades in this whole range and none of them are working. Like literally not one trade today has worked. So like what am I doing? You know what I mean? This doesn't make any sense. This strategy or this new pattern, I guess, is just not it for me at least. I can't understand it. It's something I need to look into more, I guess, because it's just I don't know. I can't seem to figure it out. Maybe there's just the charting sucks, and the charting's already frustrating for me all the time. Like I can't go. Like I'm trying to click on this stupid line. I can't even modify it. Come over here, do that. Like bro. So the charting's not it for this rectangle BS. Just might just stick to lines because obviously lines have been working for me a lot better. Let's see. Going here. Bro. Like I'm already getting frustrated just coming in and not knowing the strategy or this pattern. And then not to mention these stupid charts. Like, dude, I'm clicking you 20 times. So I'm not gonna blame the charts and shit. Obviously, it's just like such a bad excuse. But it does suck because I don't know this strategy. Obviously, I haven't learned it well. I should probably just learn it first, plot it, and then stick to what I'm already doing and try to figure it out from there. But I don't know. That's insane. This is just a stupid day in general. I'm literally taking the most careless trades in the book. Like, I literally don't even care at this point. Not even revenge trading, I don't feel. I'm literally just trying to trade. Like, this is outside this rectangle, right? Obviously, I shouldn't have bought up here, but how would I have known if this thing just ripped through this rectangle? Is that even where I draw it? Like it just ripped through, no problem. Then out here, same thing. Like out here, just broke through that level, and then it couldn't hold. So obviously now that I look at it, okay, here's a rectangle, right? Okay, cool. But I mean, like I can't know that without missing this huge ass move. Like how am I gonna know that? I don't. So that's why it's kind of like, are these rectangle things even worth it? Obviously, it hit its 200 here. I'm seeing that now. I didn't see that at the time. That was my fault. So I'm so focused on the stupid pattern, trading in those ranges or whatever, that I'm not even looking at the other time frames. I'm not looking for any other pattern that I normally look for. So triangles, flags, whatever. I'm not looking for any of that. I'm just trading the momentum, trading the hype, I guess, following the stock. So like this one, another nasty flush, just like ATXI yesterday. 2 times on this stock already. So I should have known better. I'm not in on that flush, thankfully, but like, Jesus, man, I wasn't on the first one on KITT. Like, I'm in the first one here because I was buying in my range, like buying in this little thing. That didn't do nothing for me. I took a massive loss, 511 from 40. So I took a 30-cent loss immediately, gone. This one worked out. This was just off of my typical trading pattern. It broke through VWAP, held above VWAP, showed it was holding, showed support, bought in. Obviously, just didn't want to take off right away. Sold it for a loss, whatever. So, and that just didn't work. But then the next candle, I didn't even know that this move happened. I swapped to INDO, I think, and then something else happened. So I think just took off. But man, here's resumption. I mean, if I bought right now, if I bought in this range, let's just see what would even happen. I'm buying right here. I'm buying in this range. I don't even know where I'm in at. 518. So buying the bottom of this range here. Give it some time. So far, so good. I mean, it's working out a little bit. All the way back down to 20. I'm gonna add here actually into this move. I'm adding here at what, 25? So now my average is basically 24 or something like that. So we're gonna try and write this to VWAP here at 40. See if it breaks this last 1 minute high of 29, I think. This is according to this rectangle. Broke its low right there. No, stopping out there. I'm just gonna take that loss too. And then immediately when I stop out, that's insane. All the way back up to 23. I don't know. Broke its 1 minute low, decided to stop out. You see this massive pop. Basically double bottomed here, I guess. If I really had to look at it, 505 by what? 506. So I didn't even see that double bottom. Little things like this that I'm not even noticing. Like that should have been an obvious double bottom. I didn't draw my line there. But see, my lines are practically these rectangles here. Like this is practically a rectangle. Like, yeah, I mean that's what I meant to say. Jeez. Like a buy in here again. 27, let's just say. Going for the high here, 35. Hit VWAP 42. It's held support 2 different times, so I'd still be holding. 27, looking for the breakthrough this high, 35. 5-minute doji. Like I wouldn't be trading this. And I guess what I have to do is just start putting a bunch of other patterns together instead of just trading off of one idea. Trying to keep it as simple as I can without making it so complicated, but can't tell if it's just a bad, pattern or that I'm not making the right patterns. I mean, this looks choppy on its 5-minute. Like it's all over the place on its 5-minute open. Like it's nothing clear. I don't see a pattern anywhere here. The only trade I would have taken, which was this one, And this is the only one I could have even thought of taking, or maybe back here for an attempt. But I mean, both of them didn't work out for me, at least. Maybe buying this double bottom here, but I probably wouldn't have bought under VWAP. So like all these trades, like this one, I wouldn't have bought up here. For what? Like I would have rather waited for a pullback, and then look at this pullback. But then I missed the whole front end of the move. I could have bought in here if I would have known, if I would have kept watching. But I just swapped to INDO. This one, I guess I could have bought it here, but I didn't. Go back to INDO. Let's see, this one, huge surge. And I could have bought where I probably wouldn't have bought INDO if I'm being honest. Maybe around VWAP up here. I probably wouldn't have bought INDO. After a huge rejection like that, out of a halt, huge rejection, I would have waited for a pullback. But the way that finished low there, the way it finished here, I mean, I wasn't convinced to buy it. So then open here, dropped even further. I wasn't convinced to buy any of this. I bought it because I figured, okay, we're coming close to this range here. We're gonna pop up here because we hit this range. Well, I didn't even know what this was a range at the time, but I figured micro pullback, buy in, search higher, ride the momentum. I mean, we had seen it the other day with some other stocks. They just kept going. So I was like, okay, well, obviously we're not in that market, so it doesn't make any sense why I'm even buying here. 200s right here. That was obviously my mistake. I didn't see that. So that's completely on me. And to any typical trade, I should have seen that, but I didn't. Let me clear these line studies off of here. So that hit, it's 200 like to the penny, and I'm out here adding to my position. Makes no sense. Taking 2 fat losses on this one, so 2 massive losses there. Decided let me add again. Still didn't see this 200. 5 minutes completely red, and I'm adding into this whole move here. It doesn't make any sense. Like the trades that I'm taking today just make zero sense. It's literally zero IQ plays. Like these are not the moves to make. And then you got BS stocks like that hitting my scans. SHFS halted. Tops hitting my scans here. Closing on its MACD. 5 minutes completely red. Engulfing red candle on this 5 minute and 1 minute. Like, why would I even try to trade this here? I wouldn't. But if I drew out my rectangles, right? Let's just see. If I drew out my rectangles, to me, what I'm seeing, based on what I'm understanding for this whole rectangle talk, is this range is a range to get in because it seems to be active in this area. Dipped in here, surged, right? Dipped in here, surged, but then dip below and then pop back up, surged. So like buying in this little range, so far got bought up, right here it's getting bought up again. So maybe this little range would have worked, but like I personally, in my normal everyday trades, personally wouldn't be taking this trade. Maybe for this 1 minute high break, I probably would have gotten here for the break of this 35 high, which obviously would have worked out. But buying here close to VWAP at this point, like, to me, just wouldn't have made sense. I wouldn't have got in there just based on its 5 minute look. Maybe it's 10 minute here coming up, but right now, like in this range, I don't see why I would have bought down here at the open. It doesn't make any sense to me why I'd buy in this green candle here. It opened low. It's close to VWAP. Sure, it can bounce, but after seeing all these other stocks come to VWAP and flush through and not bounce, it just doesn't make any sense for me to want to take this trade, expecting this to rip. Like I can't see it. That's just me. We could try it if it comes back to VWAP here, 87. I'll try and buy this dip and we'll see if it works again. The only reason I don't think it'll work this time is because it's retested too many times. So we'll see what this wants to do. Get the order ready. I could even say the rectangle's up here with these wicks. I could even say that. So we'll probably buy in here. There's a spread to it. Buying in there. I don't even know where I'm in at. 32. A long 32, looking for the break of 50. See if this works. No volume to it at all. And in there at 37, looking for the break at this point. See if we get rejected on here. No volume to it, so even adding there to me just doesn't make sense. Stopping out there lost 26 by 27. So even adding there just doesn't make sense to me. Why I did it? I figured the last 1 minute high could break 39. We got 39 by 37. I figured we'd see a surge in volume there or on time and sells and go for it. I'm also seeing a little triangle here at this point, so I was really expecting this thing to push towards one side. Which side? No idea. But obviously, since it's declining volume, adding there, I mean, that was just not a good trade in general. That's basically what I was looking for, was a surge like that on this 1 minute candle here on this, to go off its last one. So 39 high. And really, I'm looking for this 49 high break through 50. Target could be the high of this candle here, 75, or just in general above at this resistance point here, 55. That would be my profit target, I guess. So 55 is the area I'd be shooting for the most part. But there's 50. Let's see if we get 55. We got more than that, actually. We got this high, 75, 73. Basically what I was more or less looking for. So right idea, just wrong candle, I guess. Just didn't work out. Now we're done 965. That's so crazy. Right idea, wrong timing. Could get long here again. I don't even know how many shares I pressed there. 500 at 68. Adding there at 85 for the breakthrough. 8. Had it there at its halt level, unfortunately. Back above 8. Stopping out at 88. I hit the bid there too. That's insane. So it actually took a loss on that trade. That was way too slow there. That was a good trade too. Added too many times. I shouldn't have even added there at the halt level. I don't even know why I added there. I was actually trying to get in I was trying to buy at 8, but as soon as I pressed it, it was 8:12. It was already way too late. I was way too slow on that. So, sheeshers. Man. So that was a really good trade there. It's just terrible adding into that. I don't even know how I added at 8:14 if we didn't even hit 8:14. It was 8:12. It's a halt level. How do I get filled above a halt level? That's insane. Got filled above the halt level, and then getting long here again. Looking for the break. I'm at 8:11. Looking for the break of its last 1 minute high here on this candle. 8:29. It's 8:30. Can we shoot for 8:50? That's another thing. Maybe I just have way too high of profit target areas. It's got filled there. And as soon as you get, that's just insane. As soon as I get filled there, it goes to 30, 40. Right idea. Just, bad timing on my end. Bad timing all around. See, like, these are two massive trades. This was just stupid that I added here. It didn't make any sense why I added there. I should have sold. I even went for the break of 8. That would have been a huge trade. I was in since 60, added at 85, and then sold above 8. Instead, me being, stupid, I decided to add, looking for that last rip of momentum, because that halt level moved, and I was like, okay, this is a good idea. It moved. That's usually a bullish sign. And then we're going to go see that rip, to 850. Obviously didn't happen. So, I mean, that was just stupid. But at the same time, these two trades, this is like what I normally trade like, because I know my support resistance levels. I know what I'm going for, the break of the last 1 minute high. There's no particular pattern here, but I'm just riding the momentum at the same time, looking for the break of some sort of resistance. So I have, for example, this one was looking for that. I bought support technically right here. This trade back here, I was going for this area anyways. It hit my profit target. Cool. This area here, going for that resistance level. I'm adding here because we were gonna break through. That was the idea. Going all the way up here, I had no support resistance to go off of. I have nothing. I was just going because I added here because the halt level was there. Added at the halt. If it got halted, cool, I guess it would have been fine, and then it resumes higher, I would have just sold right away. But it didn't get halted. Instead, it moved. Halt level moved up, and I was like, oh, this is bullish. Of course. Try to stop out at 8. Couldn't get stopped out fast enough. Had to take a loss on this trade back here in the 70-something, I think. So it was just totally unnecessary adding there. I should have just taken that. Instead, it made 0 sense. It made no sense adding in there. But then I look at this trade, I'm like, okay, I'm not going off a stupid rectangle here. I'm not going off of something like, where's my rectangle here? I don't have a rectangle here. Like, sure, maybe I got this one right here. Let's just see. I got it right here, maybe. Maybe, I don't even know. Base it on that one. But by the time I draw this stupid rectangle to try and guess if this is where it's gonna be, like, it's just not useful for me, I guess. Like, what's the point of drawing this rectangle? This happened in seconds, this rip. By the time I go over here, get this whole thing out and start trying to draw my little lines, like, this move already happened. Like, do I have to do it on a longer time frame setup? Maybe I should just do it on a different time frame. Maybe I should just work it out on the 5 minute. But even the 5 minute, look at the 5 minute. Like, I have my little basically rectangle here. Why am I gonna buy in here if it's opening all the way down here? It doesn't make any sense. Right here, I saw a triangle formation. I was expecting it to break through on this candle. It didn't break through, so for a loss, literally the next candle, boom, surges. Like, unfortunate. Right idea, wrong timing. You know, I was buying here because I figured the rectangle was here, and it would have worked too. If I this is, oh my god, stupid charts, bro. I swear. Jesus, man. So it would have worked too if I bought in at the low of this candle here. So low here was 94. If I bought in at the low there, close to VWAP, I mean, that would have worked. That would have been perfectly fine. I actually made a really nice move here. I can't even, Jesus, dude, I can't even look at the stupid charts. This is insane. Okay. So it made a nice move, high of 49, low here of 94. So that was over a 50-cent move there. That was a nice climb. That was a really good climb, actually. Even if I drew the rectangle here in this little range, I mean, if I would have bought the dip right here at VWAP, that would have been fine too. Look at it, it's over a 60-cent move here so far. So that would have worked too. But at the same time, if I didn't draw my rectangle, go ahead and pull these lines up. I would have just drawn a line. Boom, right here. That's typical support resistance area. I know because of this one, this one, this one, this one. Like, there's so many areas it's touching. This one didn't touch. I guess if I drew my rectangle, it's technically in this range here. My rectangle would have had to look something like this. Just say like that, because it's going off of these little highs here. Broke through and then flushed down. Broke through, flushed down. So like, I mean, if it hit that little range here, okay, cool, I would have bought in. And then that would have been a really nice dip buy right there for sure. But it's practically the same as if I just draw my lines. Lines are so much faster. I'm going to know that this is technically support down here. This is technically support right here. This is technically support right here. I could just buy here at 60. Right, I could buy this dip here at 52. 53. Looking for the break of this last 1 minute high of 78. So far, I mean, if I bought the 53 dip, that would have worked out. So it's like, look at that, 38.70. All I need is a break of this last 1 minute high, 78. We got 20 seconds left on this candle to do it. So, I mean, technically this would have worked. So it's kind of like, what's the point of me drawing rectangles, trying to figure this all out? If the lines are basically the same thing. The problem I found with the lines though is I'm not buying, like, I would have waited for my perfect entry, right? If I bought in down here. Like this, I wouldn't have bought it unless it touched VWAP. Like, that's the problem with these lines, I guess, that I'm having. But the rectangle thing, like, it's basically telling me buy in this range, right? You have all this range, but if it's gonna take this long to draw a rectangle, first off, maybe I just don't understand the rectangles. I don't know. Like I said, this is technically what, a range. Up here, would this even be a range? I don't even know. They rejected off these levels, so I could just draw the range here where it's already at, or I could put it up here. I don't know where to put it. It's 75. So this trade would have worked out perfectly fine if I bought off my support line here, 53. It's not breaking this last high of 78, but it's close enough. 75. I would have just got rid of it here already. I don't know. I don't know at this point. There's I mean, it's just sloppy trade after sloppy trade after sloppy trade. INDO popping back up here, crawling. Peggy, I don't even know what this is. Hitting my scans. Hitting my scans so late too though. Look at this nice move here. Really nice rip here. I'd be catching the back end at this point. BHVN. Never hit my scans. Easy to borrow. I could short it here. Nah, that's insane. Could short it and I took a long. I don't even, like, little things like that. Like, it was an obvious short to me. I wanted to take this short. This was little 90 would be my target, because this is where I would have drawn my line right there. That would have been my target, because that's previous support, resistance, whatever. That would have been it for me. Instead, I make a simple mistake of pressing the wrong hotkey. This happened yesterday, and this happened last week, 3 days back to back to back of simple stupid mistakes like that, just simple mistakes, and they're costing me huge. That was a almost 40-cent loss there just because of a simple mistake, or $40 loss there just because of a simple mistake. You know, it's just like, what am I doing, man? Yeah, I'm getting frustrated. Like every morning now, I'm coming in immediate loser. Like this one, that was totally on me. Would I have bought this normally? No. Why would I buy this dip? That doesn't make any sense. I bought around VWAP. I bought around support technically. I probably would have even drawn a line here. I probably still wouldn't have bought it though. That was too big of a flush. Why am I gonna buy it? After getting rejected like ATXI yesterday? Why would I do that to myself? It doesn't make any sense. Buy another dip just to get flushed on. I mean, I did it, right? Did it again. Flush on me, but I was in the rectangle range, right? So like, you know, if I'm in that rectangle range, obviously just flush right through me. Like the rectangle, I just don't know how to set them up, I guess. Maybe it's something I still need to practice more with, or I don't know. Is it even worth continuing though? Just based on what I'm looking at, based on what's going on. Obviously, I could just blame the rectangle for causing me a 2K loss already in the month. 2 days in, we're way past our max stop loss on the month already. And this is a sim account. This isn't even the live account. This is insane. Like, I don't even know what to say. All my good trades so far, which would be on what? My good trades so far were on what? KTT? No, tops. Back here, these 3 trades are the trades I would have taken. Realistically, this one maybe not. This one maybe not. Just because I intentionally bought in to see if this rectangle would work, right? I had a rectangle up here. I didn't draw it out. I drew it at the bottom, but I also saw this little range here. If I bought in there, would that have worked? Kinda, yeah. I mean, obviously it did work, but I was just too early on my entry, I guess. False break, and then a massive rip here. So this trade here, though, I didn't have any rectangle. Didn't even have time to draw one. Wasn't even looking for one. No way I could have had time to draw it on this candle here because that just took off right away. I just knew previous support and resistance back here. You know, I had that already in my head. Like, okay, we have this top out here. I'm gonna add here for the breakthrough. That worked out perfectly too. Instead of going there, you know, selling, I instead added like an idiot. Made 0 cents to add there. Added. Instead of just taking profit. That should have been over a 40-cent move. That was like a 50-cent move with 1,000 shares. That was $500. $500 in this one candle. And then I could have done it again right here. Boom. Could have done it again right there, and I didn't. It's just like I'm looking at what I'm doing. It's just it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Today was literally no strategy day. Today was no pattern day. Wasn't looking for patterns. Didn't have a strategy at all. Was just going trading in that rectangle and that I guess you would call that a pattern. I don't know what you'd call that. It's an indicator. I'm trying to figure out what I should even call these. I'm in a line study. We'll just call it the line study, right? I was trading in that little rectangle range. Obviously just wasn't working. That nasty flush, Jesus. KTT. It's too bad a lot of these stocks that I'm trading are just not easy to borrow. I'd be shorting a lot of these stocks. I mean, I was even gonna short that one that I just took a trade on an accident, BHVN. I'm gonna short it back here. Instead I accidentally took a long. That's insane. So terrible trading day today. Again, another one. This one was just, yesterday was sloppy. Yesterday was kind of bad. It was up and down. It was ATXI that cost me the whole day. But if it wasn't for ATXI, I would have been break even for the most part. Because it wasn't that bad of trades sometime after. I was like profitable for a little bit and then I gave it all back just on commission for the most part, I'd say. And just, you know, trying to over trade towards the end because I was getting frustrated. But then here all day today, just nothing but trash moves all around. Why am I buying this dip? No idea. Rectangle. I'm getting long here. Held up a VWAP. Right idea. Sold for a loss anyways. You know, loss in commissions. Choppy, I guess. I was going for the break at this high here. Never broke. I think it hit like 42 and it was just choppy. Sold for a loss, whatever. This is a trade I would normally take though. I would normally take that trade. This trade up here. Why did I even buy this? Resumed from a halt, popped up, terrible fill, just immediately sold. I didn't even buy 1,000 shares. Oh no, I did. I bought in, popped up here, 27, kind of holding the 20s, Let me add into a weak stock. Why would I do that? For some reason, thought it was a good idea, added into it, took a loss on it. Cool. Massive flush right after. Opens from its resumption on the flush. What do? Buy my rectangle, add again. No, it's no follow through, nothing. Instead, I take another loss. 2 massive losses here on a stupid rectangle. And then this one was just, I don't even know what was going on in this one. This one just made no sense. I don't even know why I took that. So that's 3 trades. 1 trade, just stupid because no reason I should have taken it if I didn't even know what I was doing. Why would I take? I don't normally do that at all. Why would I do that? Doesn't make any sense. Here, halt resumption. Again, no rectangles drawn. Nothing going on. This trade made 0 sense too. Made absolutely no sense. I'm buying in after a halt. Looking for that quick Momo, right? Going through, ripping through. Doesn't do it. Buy support at 9 basically. Add into my position. Doesn't do it. Instead, I take a loss twice back to back. Get in here again, get in long. I didn't even know why I would buy here. Like, buying here just makes no sense. I can't even think of a reason I would have bought here. Maybe for the re attempt to, I mean, I don't even know. I'm fumbling. I don't even know. That's insane. Well, these trades just made 0 sense today. These are probably my biggest loss. My biggest losers on these trades. 380. Like, it's the exact same P&L. That's just embarrassing. These trades just made 0 sense. No sense. I can't even explain these trades. That's how bad it is. What am I grasping for at this point? Like, what am I doing? I'm literally doing nothing but having massive losses here. Not even thinking in these trades. There's no pattern. There's no strategy to it. What am I going for? I don't know. Right? This one. This trade here, I think I bought in. I think I had a rectangle here, maybe. I had it at the bottom of these candles here. And then I bought in to see if it would have worked. Obviously didn't work. So, you know, I keep blaming the rectangle. Obviously, this is just poor analysis trades, not even analyzing trades. That's basically what these were today. Not even analyzing it. No, but as soon as it hit tops, though, yeah, we don't really do a lot of analyzing. But I do notice a small little triangle here forming. I decide, you know, we get an inside candle here. It's a red inside, but I mean, it's still an inside candle after this large green candle. So I was like, not the most bullish sign, but I'll buy in anticipation of a spike like this one. Basically what I was looking for, a break through this last high here, 49. And since 49 is right there, I could add for the break of 50, break into 50, and go for this high here, which I can't even show you because of stupid charts. Jesus, man. Okay, so go for the break of this high, 775, or double top at that high. That's practically what I was going for. If not, first target would be 56, 55 here. Basically my idea behind this entry here. Added into it because I figured we're going to get that surge on this candle. It should break out. We have a triangle here. Should break out. Right idea, wrong timing. Stopped out quick. Kept it at a minimum. You know, try to not take such a massive loss on it. This wasn't a bad trade, I don't think. Again, I only enter because of not because of a triangle, because of my rectangle, right? If I would have technically have drawn one up here in this little range, you know, it kind of worked. But I didn't draw it. I was just going off support, which is basically my line here, basically the idea I had behind it. Rips through, miss it, but I decide, you know, this is also support. Let me take my entry on a micro pullback to my support line, which is what I normally draw. Boom. Let me see it's gonna break through high of day today. So high of day, 86. I'm like, you know what? Instead of selling, let me add, because usually I noticed going back through my PowerPoint, I noticed that when it's breaking high a day, they usually surge past and far beyond high a day. They don't just kind of break and then flush. They usually break high a day with a lot of momentum. So like, instead of me selling too quick, let me add into it. Target could be 8. I think I even said it in the video. My target would now be 8. So that was my target. Not only did it go through 8, went to 8, 12, and almost got halted. For some reason, instead of me just being, you know, smart and taking the profit, instead of just adding, I decided, let me add again. 8.14. I got filled above the halt level somehow. And so for a 20-cent loss there, practically 25-cent loss. Oh, wait. Yeah, 25-cent loss, basically. 24 if you want to be specific. So for 24-cent loss here, and that was just so unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. That gave away all my profit. I could have just sold at the very top, and that would have been a 50-cent move, 500 bucks. Imagine if I only took tops today and I didn't make stupid moves on KITT. You know, if I didn't make any stupid moves on KITT, where would I be right now? I would not have taken this trade. I didn't even know why I took this trade. This trade I would have taken, but that would have basically almost put me flat. I probably would have lost like what, 20 to 40 bucks there. 20, 40 bucks right here. Okay, whatever. This is a trade I would have taken anyways. This one wouldn't have taken that for what? Why am I buying the dip here? It doesn't make any sense. It's a flush. I mean, we saw what happened to ATXI yesterday. Just 1, 2, 3. 3 trades I wouldn't have taken. For some reason I took them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 trades so far I wouldn't have taken. 5. 8 trades I wouldn't have taken. Wouldn't have traded INDO basically at all today. BHVN. BHVN, I tried to get in for a short. I would have taken this. That was kind of obvious to me, but I mean, obviously it popped on me. I would have been break even on this trade. We'll even say I took a loss. 10 bucks of a loss or something. 20 bucks. Let's say 20. Biggest loss today would have been 60 bucks. And then now I have tops. Almost a $500 winner here. Small loss here. Probably what? This is like 1,000 shares. I took a 4-cent loss. Another 40 bucks. 100 bucks is what I would have lost today. In losers, basically. And then right here, just winner, winner. That's it. That's all I needed was those 2 trades. Winner, winner. That would have put me up close to 400, 500 bucks today. Instead, whatever reason, I'm over trading, going off another pattern I'm testing, which is clearly not working for me. I'm better off just sticking to what I already do. Even what I already do though is costing me though. So that's, for those of you wondering why I'm even wasting my time with this rectangle BS, it's because what I'm already doing is obviously not working out. Maybe I just need to get more specific, or I need to get more technical with what I'm already doing. You know, if I'm drawing these support resistance lines, you know, that's my strategy, trading a pattern at the same time. Like, maybe I should just hone down on those specific entries instead of just taking it in anticipation. You know, like this is a triangle right here. I probably would have taken this trade. If I was paying attention, I probably would have taken this. This is a triangle to me. Technically, I see, from what I'm seeing, it looks like it's doing, oh, these lines suck. Let's deal with this shit, I guess. That's what I see here, basically. It's flat, but at the same time, that's what I see. I would have gone for probably the break of these highs here. And that's what I would have gone for, is boom, just a break and that's it. That could have been an entry for me right there. Break of 50 at, what's the top here? High 70, low is 50, so I would have got in basically at 50. Broke through the bottom, held up, would have got in. 20-cent move right there, boom. You know, why didn't I take that one? Uh, probably would have taken this one right here too. Held up close to VWAP, held up at VWAP. Probably would have gotten on this one as well. Held up over VWAP. Two green candles in a row. Would have taken this one. That's what. Check the lowest 40, high is 65. It's another 20-cent move there. I probably wouldn't have sold at the top. Probably would have got like 10, 15 cents maybe. Let's just say 10. Even then, 10 cents. Profitable. Profitable here. Profitable here. Like I could have been in the money on a lot of these trades here in this stock, but instead I'm too busy fooling around, messing around with my rectangles, right? Let's buy in on the rectangles with no pattern, no strategy behind it. Literally just buying support and demand zone, or what, supply and demand zones, right? What? Like I'm probably just not drawing them right, and that's just totally on me. This all day today, it's just totally been on me. Like I'm gambling. Today is literally gambling because I'm just using these stupid rectangles to guess where I'm at, basically. Guess my entries. No strategy, nothing to it. Waste of time today. Huge waste of time. There's nothing going on. What am I doing? Phase hitting the scans. And man, what a way to have this month already. Just it's the worst it's ever been. This is back to back. I've had massive losses before, 2000 and whatever. I've had massive losses before, but like this is just insane. This is all on me too. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to my original method of trading. I'm still gonna study up on this triangle thing just to understand what it is. Probably not drawing it right, probably not doing stuff right. KITT halted. KITT's not halted. That's weird. I don't know why it says that. We're gonna go back. We're gonna figure out, what exactly this rectangle thing is. I most likely won't use this rectangle BS ever again. I'm just not using it right. I'm over trading. It's just poor everything today. So no sense in why I'm going to be using another strategy. I'm using it in the sim, so it's better than real money, right? Obviously, if this was a real money account, I wouldn't be taking such large share sizes. I'm only again, for those wondering, I'm only taking larger share sizes just because it seems like that's the only way to combat commission. Seems like it's the better way. Obviously, I'm taking way bigger losses with it, but that's just poor risk management in general. Got flushed on right away in the beginning, so I mean that's just unfortunate. But that trade I wouldn't have taken realistically. I know I should be trading this how I normally would be trading in my account, but if I'm trying a new strategy, I'm gonna try it and take it in the zones in which I'm drawing, see if it's working, see what is really going on with this whole new strategy or whole new pattern or line study that I'm looking at, trying to test it. I wasn't the best with my support and resistance lines in the beginning, right? These lines I'm drawing, I wasn't the best with them to start. It took me a while to get them. And it's probably gonna take me a while with these rectangles as well. But whether I'll actually use this, I mean, maybe on a longer time frame setup, like maybe, but like if anything on the 10-minute, I could look at the 10-minute, could draw it the rectangle here and say, okay, like this is basically, well, these charts suck. Jesus, man. Delete the line studies, yes. Okay. So I could say it's basically right here from the top of this candle down here. In this range, I know if it comes up to this range anywhere, that's time to sell on the 10-minute though. All right, that's on the 10-minute, not on my 1-minute or anything like that. So maybe that's something I can look at and draw it like that. But as for the 1-minute time frame, I think it's just too close to call. I think it's just it's too fast to even make a move or do something like that, draw a rectangle and then whatever. because like you saw on tops, it's just right away. Like you gotta know like when to enter. Um, Candlestick patterns, whatever. 1 minute's too fast for a move like that. I feel that maybe it's rectangle stuff or support and demand zones. Maybe they're not for smaller time frames. Maybe they're for larger time frames. Like if I'm options trading on, let's just say meta again, or like doing something like that, it's probably better to use it on TradingView and have these supply and demand zones for something like that. In terms of scalping on 1 minute time frames, or like even if this was a 10-second, it could probably work. I mean, yesterday I could have saved myself from that loss in ATXI because I literally drew out the rectangle right there. I literally drew out the rectangle at the bottom too, where I could have bought in. But today, I mean, it just didn't work out the same way. Today on KITT, I drew out the rectangle at the bottom, got in at the bottom, didn't bounce, nothing to it. So I don't know. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say whether the rectangles actually work on a smaller time frame, but I honestly don't feel like it's for me on a smaller time frame. I think if anything, I'll be using it for a larger scale, larger time frame, I guess. And I don't see myself coming back to it on the 1 minute at least. I feel like I should just have my profit target zones with support and resistance areas. So like right here, I draw another one. There's another area is kind of bouncing in. This will technically be my channel, right? I'll just draw my support resistance lines here. Get another one down here. All right, that's another one for me. Or a little higher maybe. So I could buy that support. Obviously, it's not gonna work every time, 100% of the time. But that's basically the idea behind my type of trading, is buying support and resistance spots, which is why I draw these lines out. That's pretty much what I'm going for. But buying in these ranges or these zones, maybe I just don't know how to do it. Keep repeating myself, Jesus. But I don't know. Only time will tell. But we're gonna get back to our normal method of trading. We're gonna practice our risk management. Obviously, this wasn't working. I'm still gonna be taking large share size regardless. I'm gonna have to get adjusted to that. I still feel I can bounce back from these losses. I know it's gonna take a while. I'm digging myself in a huge hole. I'm already at 2.5k of a loss practically. It's gonna take a while to dig myself out, but I still think I can do it. I just need to get real technical and real specific on my trades. Take my time to understand exactly what I'm doing. Again, for the monthly recap, I'm making a I'm making a PowerPoint. So I have the PowerPoint right here, going off all my trades that I took, the ideas behind each trade, why I took it, things I could improve on, what I didn't do in the trade. I have the charts like analyzed or like drawn out so we can see exactly what I'm doing and look at areas in which I'm missing, areas I could improve on, change something up, get something going already. Because I was profitable at one point. I was making several hundreds, if not 8,000 a day. Every day, just 500, 600, 900, 1,000. This, like consistently. And I used to have huge green streaks, 20 days, right? Several weeks, like tons of green streaks. I think my largest green streak was like 23 days or something. I used to have them. Now it's just red, 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 red. But it's because of stupid little things like this, like not managing my risk. Obviously, like I'm trying something new, so I'm getting a lot careless on my trades. I'm frustrated. I can already feel that I'm getting frustrated. I hadn't had success all month, basically. And then we're starting a new month. September was just dog for me. Everybody's profitable. I'm red, just because of my poor trading strategy. Like I'm not working on it hard enough, and I know that's something I need to do. October, 2 days in, and I already beat my loss in September of the month. My loss in September was like 2,300 or something, 2,100. I'm already past that in 2 days. Imagine that. Today I could have been up 500, right? I could have made back half that loss yesterday. Easy. But instead, I'm making stupid moves like this. Why am I buying on a flush, basically, on this 5-minute candle? It's completely red, no indicator that it's gonna be going up. You know, that's a whole red candle, complete doji on its 10-minute. What am I doing? Doesn't make any sense. So, you know, it's little things like this that I'm not paying attention to. I'm just getting careless. At this point, I'm getting real careless, and not strategizing, not finding any patterns, not finding anything. I want to take a long here on INDO. That's why I keep having it on my charts. I'm watching it. I wanted to break above VWAP though. I don't like its 1-minute MACD coming as close as it is, but it's 10 minutes popping up here. It's 10 minutes ramping. 5-minute MACD is gonna curl right through, but I think it's gonna reject, and then we might see that curl back up later. Hasn't shown that strength yet to break through. It's still holding close to VWAP, but I feel like once this breaks above VWAP, we could potentially see this not back to high a day, but at least recover this area. But if it has a huge surge again, I'm not even gonna be holding long because I already know this is gonna happen. It's just bound to happen. 75 is definitely a resistance area up here. So if this does just take off, you gotta be very mindful. I think the 1-minute MACD is gonna cross on through, and we're gonna see one last curl and then a rip. So I could be buying it in anticipation. But we'll see. We'll wait. We'll wait it out. I can wait this one out. See what it wants to do. So here it is, bouncing off this support area. See, it didn't hit my line, so I wouldn't have bought it there. So that's what I'm talking about. Like technically, this is a range. It's in this range, but I wouldn't have bought that. So that's why I don't take some entries that I should be. But we'll see if this actually surges through VWAP. Volume's been dead this whole time. No volume in this stock, so it's already a risk one taking this trade. Huge risk already, just even considering taking it. And I know that right now. I'm still gonna take it most likely. If this pops above VWAP, I'm still gonna take it. But we'll see. We'll see what this is gonna do. Next 5 minutes gonna open here pretty soon. Go buy in on this micro pullback here, coming towards 27. I do like its next 5-minute candle. Long there, 35. Quick break. Not holding. Should get rid of it already right here at 38. Still holding it. It's already pulling back. I'm already flat. Really, I'm taking a loss on it. Adding there. That was a terrible fill. And I'm going to stop out at the bottom. We're going to take that loss. So false break. I should have known. Added into the trade. That's my support, right? So was profitable. Dead on volume. Average was about 33. Filled 19. Just to see it right all the way back up on me. Could enter again for this next 5 minute. Spreads are terrible. Light volume. nothing going on here. So like, why would I take this trade? You know, I knew everything prior. Just doesn't make sense to take it. Choppy. So it's things like this that I need to look at and really ask myself, why am I doing it? Like, why? It doesn't make any sense. I already knew this I didn't know this was gonna drop. I'm not gonna say that. I already knew it was a bad idea. I already knew. Just because look at the volume, it's gone. There's nobody in this trade. I like its huge incline all the way back up. It's holding this little channel here. Still think it can break above VWAP. It's basically what I was looking for right here. It's 41. If it holds above VWAP again, that nasty fill. In at 41 there. That's a nasty fill. 10-cent spreads. In with 500 shares. Already a mistake. Dead on volume. Looking for this 5-minute high break. And then we can go for this one here. 50. But imagine that. I'm in at 41 looking for 50. 9 cents. And I'm automatically losing 9 cents on top of that. Like I'm already losing as soon as I enter my trade. That's less than a 1-to-1. That's not even profitable. Like dead volume, huge spreads, no reason to take the trade. So, you know, things like this, I know for tomorrow not to be doing because it just makes 0 sense. Like I said, 0 IQ plays. It literally doesn't make any sense why I'm taking a lot of these trades. So why am I taking them? So there's 47. You still at 51 though. Coming back down. Okay. So I'm just gonna wrap it up already. Another massive loss. 2 big back-to-back losing days. So not surprised. I'm not surprised about my loss today either. Again, just doesn't make any sense what I'm doing. Might take this trade on KITT here actually. Buying there at VWAP. Where am I in at 44? I'm gonna go for this 5-minute high break, which is 68. So I'm in at 44 looking for 68. We can get this back above 50. Nope, sell it there. Sold it. Huge seller just stacked at 50. Not even gonna bother trying to hold that. So that was a break-even trade, 3 cents. Really, I was actually profitable like $5, I think, somewhere around there. So again, my target would have been the high of this candle, 68. 10-minute looks way better if I'm being real. Buying there at 48. Looking for this 10-minute to do it. So 10-minute high here is 68. Probably gonna add here. I should have added at 55. Looking for that 68 high break. Selling there at 56. Sold it there, 56. Couldn't get the break right away. Did get the break of this last 5-minute high. Well, actually, no, we didn't. We didn't even get that. Buy in again here, 59. Flush. It's like right here. I could buy VWAP. And then what? VWAP's at 40. 5 cents. 3 cents gone to commission. I wouldn't buy that. I typically wouldn't buy that because it makes 0 sense why I would. But obviously I did back here. I did back here. Right? And I did on ATXI yesterday. Added into it even. You know, it just makes no sense. So, yeah, I made back some money here. These were two trades I typically would have taken anyways. This one, maybe not. I'm lying. I think I was looking at the level 2. I forgot why exactly I had bought this one. I was looking at the level 2 and I'd seen that it was still kind of holding. It did flush through and then it popped back above. So that's why I kind of bought it. Once it came back down. Once it broke through, it came back down again, 40, and then I bought in for that bounce because it already showed that it could bounce once. That's why I bought in again. And then this one, I went ahead and bought in at the low because I didn't think it was gonna break any further. Just because it was gonna have to surge all the way down to this low of 31 just to break. Like, I didn't think it was gonna do it since it already bounced twice off that level. If it pulled back any lower, it's holding 48. It could have just boom tanked all the way through, but for some reason the chances of that happening in my mind were slim, and I figured it was gonna have an inside candle, which it did. So, you know, huge red candle and then an inside green candle, and I was like, this is perfect. You know, I'm buying in for the anticipation of the break of this high. Broke that high, hit my support line or my resistance line here. Really, my resistance line should have been here at 60. That was basically my target, but I didn't quite happen to get 60 where I wanted. But I mean, this isn't a bad support line either here at 65 or 64, wherever I had it. So anyway, that's gonna be it for me now. We're just gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We're gonna take this massive L today, another back-to-back $1,000 loss day. We're not gonna be doing this rectangle BS, not in a while. We're gonna go ahead and put it on the large time frames if we are, but again, it's just not my style of trading. Maybe it's just not for me. But like I said, I think it's something that traders, like day traders, should use on the larger time frames more than it is the minutes or the smaller time frames here, because for some reason it's just too active on its 1 minute if I'm gonna be doing scalps for me to be drawing rectangles the way I'm doing, and some of them just don't make sense. The rectangles, it just doesn't follow the pattern. I think it's meant for larger time frames, and it took 2 days so far for me to realize that. It worked yesterday on ATXI. I just bought in the worst times because I didn't know how to buy into those zones or sell or not, you know, get in these zones. It would have worked yesterday, but only on that one stock. That's the only stock I can recall where it actually worked. There might have been another one like HPCO. It might have worked on HPCO. I'm not sure. I don't even know if it was this stock. No, it wasn't this stock. I'm thinking of the PowerPoint. But I don't know. I don't know. It's just not something I'm gonna be using. So, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Basically down 2K this month, 2,500 already. I think we can come back. I'm being totally real. I think it can come back. I need to straighten myself out with, you know, what I'm doing. Obviously, a lot of these trades that I took today were just not it. They were not the trades to make. And now I know that, like, you know, just following this BS rectangle pattern routine, whatever. I don't even know what I'm looking for with it. It's just not gonna be it for me. I tried it. I could say I tried it. I don't understand it 100%. I'm still gonna look into it, study up on it, but it's just not for me. I don't think it's for me right now. It's not working. It's not obvious to me. There's nothing I can really sense behind it. It's just something I tried and it's just not worth it. So knowing that, we're gonna go back to our old trading pattern, our old trading routine. Only take those obvious trades with patterns that I'm looking for, and see if I can get these things going. Again, I'm making the PowerPoint. So here, I'm working on the monthly recap of September and going back through every single trade, because this is my worst month yet. I mean, now October's crushing it. You know, October's doing such a great job at this point, crushing September. But sheesh, September is just back to back to back to back to back losers, like nonstop. And I gotta find out where the profitable areas are. And it's hard to find it too, because if it's choppy, it's choppy. I can't. The candlestick's gonna look fine on a picture, but if it was choppy to get to that point, like, I don't know, I can't even say with that. So, just looking for profitable areas is key. Looking at my mistakes, where I'm not getting in, where I should have gotten in, missed trades, and what's there in the missed trades that I just didn't see. So one thing I noticed was volume. If it's decreasing, I shouldn't even be trading. Like back here, it's been decreasing volume this whole time. Why am I trading this trade? High red candles here. I mean, I'm trading after a halt. That's obviously not working. So if we go to KITT, I mean, decreasing volume here. I'm still trading it. Why am I trading decreasing volume? It doesn't make any sense. So, I mean, obviously this one ramped up. Cool. Couldn't hold though. I shouldn't have traded right out of a halt. That's kind of stupid. Decreasing volume. Traded right out of a halt again. 2 halts back to back. Traded both of them. Lost on both of them. Halts are just not for me. I have to wait for proper setup. These are obviously not proper setups. It's just a gamble. If it dips, I might buy it and then it might surge. That's basically the idea behind that. I don't know. I noticed volume was one. VWAP. Sometimes I take trades above VWAP, or ones below it, and the ones below it would never work for me. Some other stuff I noticed. Volume. That was another thing I noticed. High volume versus low volume. Spreads. Obviously, spreads have a huge play in this whole thing, but formations that I didn't see or that I thought I saw, things like that. So it's a lot of little things that I'm finding in my trading, just on this PowerPoint that I'm making. So whenever I do get that finished up, I'll definitely make a recap on it. It's gonna be a pretty lengthy video, maybe like 2 hours. So we're gonna go ahead and recap exactly what I was doing right, what I was doing wrong, and what I could have done better, or what I could have done in general in that entire month. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So all right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope everyone had a good trading day today. Again, like I said in the beginning of this video, these stocks weren't necessarily difficult to trade. It's just obviously I was trying something new, and I just wasn't doing good on a new strategy or new pattern that I was trying. Just not working out, and I was just taking reckless trades. These are just stupid trades, so don't have to grill me in the comments. I already know. We'll come back to it though. I think we can definitely bounce back. And I have the confidence still, even though I'm getting crushed, I still have the confidence that we can actually come back from this. And it's gonna take a while. I'm just digging bigger holes doing what I'm doing, but we're gonna come back. So anyways, that being said, I will see you all tomorrow.